All right, so have you ever heard of anyone using AI tools like a relay race?
Hmm. I can't say I have.
Well, today's deep dive is all about this fascinating new approach to using AI.
Oh.
Yeah, it comes from some notes we found on this person who's using Google's Gemini Advanced AI and Notebook LM, and
Yeah.
they are like bouncing ideas back and forth between them.
Wow. What are they trying to do with that?
They're trying to generate completely new concepts.
Whoa. That is
I
fascinating.
know, right? It's incredible.
It really speaks to just how powerful AI is becoming. Like we're not
Mhm.
just talking about AI understanding our emotions, but we are using AI to like help us rethink, and reshape how we even approach empathy itself.
That is a really great point.
Yeah.
So for our deep dive today, we are going beyond just like listing pros and cons of AI empathy.
Right.
We
Yeah.
want to really dig into how do we make sure this technology is actually used as a force for good in the world?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, how do we even begin to think about that?
Well, the source material mentions the phrase responsibly developing and deploying AI.
Okay, I like that.
And to me, like responsibility, it starts with clearly defining what we even mean by AI mediated empathy.
Okay. Yeah, let's break that down. What do we mean by AI-mediated empathy?
So for anyone who's just joining us for the first time, it's basically the idea of using AI to help us better understand and connect with each other's emotions.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then the next question becomes, how do we make sure this technology benefits everyone?
Right, not just a select few.
Exactly.
That is a crucial point, I think,
Yeah.
because it is so easy to get caught up in the excitement of like new technology
Oh,
and forget about the potential pitfalls.
right.
And especially when we are dealing with something as complex as human emotions.
Exactly. And, one big one is bias.
Yeah, that's huge.
Let's say we're developing an AI system to help therapists understand their patients' emotions.
Okay.
If that AI is trained on data that primarily reflects one culture or demographic,
Right.
its ability to actually understand and empathize with people from different backgrounds is going to be limited.
So it's almost like we're teaching someone a new language,
Yes.
but we're only giving them like half the vocabulary.
That's a great analogy.
They might be able to communicate a little bit, but their understanding is going to be incomplete.
Precisely. And that is why inclusivity in AI development is so important.
Absolutely.
It's about ensuring that diverse voices and experiences are actually represented in the data that is used to train these AI systems.
For sure. Like otherwise, they're only going to be able to understand and respond to a very narrow range of human experiences.
Exactly.
So how do we translate all this into like real world applications?
Yeah, great question.
How can AI mediated empathy be used to actually make a positive impact?
That is the key question and the one that we have to answer, right?
Right.
There are just so many potential areas where this could be applied.
I know. I can think of tons off the top of my head. What are some of yours?
Well, think about conflict resolution.
Okay, yeah.
Imagine an AI that could analyze conversations,
Mm-hmm.
not just for like the words being said, but for the emotions behind them.
That would be incredible.
Right. And then it could offer suggestions for finding common ground.
Wow.
Or in healthcare, an AI that could help doctors and nurses better understand the emotional needs of their patients.
Those are some pretty powerful examples.
Right. And those are just two. There are probably dozens more.
Yeah, for sure. It makes me wonder, like, if we're using AI to help us connect on this deeper level, could we ever reach a point where the lines between human and AI empathy become blurred?
Hmm.
I mean, our source material even questions if we, the hosts of this deep dive, are part of some AI-generated framework.
It's wild,
It
right?
really is.
It's definitely something to think about, though. It underscores why it's so important to be having these conversations now as this technology is being developed.
Right, now's the time to figure all of this out.
Exactly. What are the ethical boundaries? How do we ensure transparency and accountability?
All great questions. So, as always, what is like the one big takeaway for our listeners today?
I would say it's that as AI-mediated empathy evolves, staying informed and engaged is absolutely crucial.
I think that is a great takeaway.
It's up to all of us to consider the implications of all of this, to ask the tough questions, and to ensure that this technology is used to build a more understanding and compassionate world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, thanks for having me.
Of course, this was great.
Yeah, it was a really interesting conversation.
I agree. Until next time.
See ya.